How's it going? Brad here. We are back with another episode of the Paris FC Career Mode. Last episode we sold 4 of our players. We sold Manduki, Caddy, Hanin, and Lopez. In the Hanin deal, we ended up getting a 40-year-old, 74 overall goalkeeper to start for us. So this episode we're going to buy some players, a few for the starting team, a few to come off the bench. We have about 10 mil to work with about 60,000 in wage. I did just notice that we are about to probably lose Conte to a free transfer next season. So we'll have him for the rest of this season, but I did not realize his contract was running out. And Rosenberg is currently trying to sign him for free. So if that does happen, that's fine, honestly. It sucks. I wish I would have paid attention to see that, but we will probably bring in another center back then. We do have quite a few center backs that are young. I do have a few contracts I need to renew so that we don't lose players. So I'll go ahead and do that. So we're going to send this game, and then we're going to start signing some players. We do get the win, so we advance to the next round of the Coupe Nationale. So Conte has signed with Rosenberg. So we're going to have to look for a center back replacement. I don't know if I want to this window or in the summer when he leaves, but we'll see how much money we have left. So we got 10 mil to work with, and this is how our short list is looking. We got quite a few players in here, but I might whittle it down. These are just all the players that I've scouted and I decided would be a fit for our team based on how much they cost and their age and their overall. So here's Ribery. He's a 78, which would be the best player on our team, but because he's 38 years old, he's only worth 6 mil. So I could get him and still have 4 mil to work with. I don't play with the center forward, and we have Lara, but he could play on the wing. It would be an improvement on that at that position, but do we really need that? I know for sure we need a left back. So I didn't know we needed a left back until towards the end of December. So I only have 2 left backs that I scouted. We have Bernabé and Callum Styles. They are both around the 4 mil mark. So they're kind of expensive. But I do feel like we need a left back for the end of the season because of selling our starting left back. But I will go down the list and see if there's any players that their starting positions aren't left back, but they can play left back. We do have Latif Blessing here. He can play right back, but he is right-footed, so I'm not sure if I should play him at left back. But he would be maybe a cheaper option. I don't know. I apparently still have to offer around 4 mil to get him. So I think I'm going to go for the cheaper option in Bernabé, but I think I'm going to offer a trade deal to save some money. So we'll go into this and see who we can trade so that we can sign Alexandro Bernabé. So straight off the bat, I could give them Ndaye. I give them him, who's worth 1.2 mil. And then I could add on 3 mil. And that would save me as some money. I mean, I could also just sell Ndaye, but I'm not sure if anybody would purchase him this transfer window. So they could also go with someone like Ballad, who's supposed to be leaving in 6 months. And then instead of losing him for free, I could get some use out of him. I might try that one. Let's see how that works. I'll give them 3-6. Let's give them 3-6. See what they say. They want to. Okay, they don't want Vallad. but they'll take this with a 2% sell-on clause. I might accept that. I wasn't expecting them to go that low. That's not a bad offer. See, I thought I was going to have to offer over 4 mil for him, but they really accepted the low ball here. Okay. I'll go with this, honestly. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go into contract talks with him. He wants 1 year. How about 3 years? 2 years. Okay. How about his current wage is 6.2. Let's just match that and see how it goes. All right. So here's our starting lineups looking now. It's pretty much the same as it was before transfer window, except we have a better goalkeeper now. And then same overall at left back, but a younger player. And he actually would get 2 better at left wing. It's very interesting. But I don't know if I want him to be a left wing, obviously, because we need a left back. So if we had another left back, like if had Jom, if he was a little higher in overall, then maybe, but we don't really have many outside back options. Because Bilal, he's leaving at the end of the year, and he's just decreasing in overall. So we did get a transfer offer for Ndiaye, which is interesting because I don't know if I put him on the transfer list. No, I did not put him on the transfer list, but I would not be opposed to selling him. And will give us some extra spending money. So let's try to get the most money out of his deal as we can. They'll take that. All right, sounds good. So Ndiaye is on the way out. We are gonna have around 7.5 mil in the transfer budget to work with, so we might go for some younger players. I don't know if this starting lineup's gonna change at all, but we'll definitely get some new players on the bench and possibly look for a starting right winger, but I might just keep Giolvagui. Might just keep him there. So yeah, match against the 17th place team. We'll go ahead and sim this match. And it's a win. We got Gory with a goal. Oh, that does remind me. I was thinking about buying him. So we'll have to take a look at that. See what that will leave us, how much money that will leave us. We've also gotten an offer for Bamba, but I think I am going to reject that because he's only 22. And I think that he will probably stay with the team for the foreseeable future. So I think we get another center back. Here's Eric Palmer-Brown. He's on loan right now, but I could sign him on pre-contract, which I might do. Because then I get him next season. He could replace Conte, who's leaving on free transfer. So I think I'm going to go ahead and sign Eric Palmer-Brown on pre-contract, and we'll see where that goes, if I can. He's out on loan. I don't know if it's possible. But it says approach to sign, so we're about to see what happens. Okay, he's on loan, so I can't. So he either will end up as a free agent after the season and I can get him, or we're just not going to be able to go for him. So after some careful consideration, I did realize that I have no midfielders besides the midfielders in my starting team. So I think it's more important to spend the money on the midfielders right now, and then later in January we still have money to work with so we can get a center back, but maybe we won't because we have like 2 backup center backs in our reserves, and then when we lose Conte next season, then I'll worry about buying a center back in the summer transfer window. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and go for Alexis Becca right here. Down here in the center mids, I do have Xavi Simons, but realistically, he wouldn't sign for Paris FC in the 2nd division while he's at PSG right now. Probably in a good position to eventually work his way into a sub or the starting team. I think I'm going to go for Becca first. And then we'll see what money I have left over. Let's just offer them his value and see what they say. Okay. Probably talk them down like, let's get a 245, see what they say. Okay, they take it. That's good. So I'll go ahead into contract negotiations. He wants a release clause. I just got him for 245. Oh, I would have to probably offer him a new contract next year, because his value would probably get too close to his release clause. I'm gonna deny this and see what he does. Okay, they're okay with that. Let's give him 5-5. Okay. Okay, so going to our squad, we now have a CDM on the bench. We need a center mid. And see, like right now, Diakite, he has a red card. So we wouldn't have any center mids to replace him. So we need to sign a center mid for the bench at least. So looking through the midfielders, I think our best option could be going with this guy, Joel Sonora. He is 25 and a 71. So he's not, he will start for us actually because he's 71. But the issue is I don't know if I want him to start over Demonsi, because Demonsi's had a really good season. So I could go for Zinedine Zidane's son, Enzo Zidane. He's 26 and a 65, but he would be perfect just to come off the bench. So I'm tempted to just go for him. He's a very cheap option, and then I would have enough money to possibly go for a starting winger. Looking down at these actual midfielders, Yul is probably the cheapest option out of these guys, besides Xavi Simons, who I'm not going to sign. There's also Hezi, and Yul would also start. And I don't know if I want anybody to start over Demonsi. So I might just go with the cheap option, just so we have someone that can come off the bench. And it's kind of cool getting Zidane's son on the team, so I think I go for him. It seems like he's probably having a good season because my assistant manager is saying he could be worth up to 1.4 mil, so. Oh, see? They want a good amount of money for him. And they're adding a sell-on clause. I'm going to remove the sell-on clause. How about that? Okay, they're taking that. Maybe I could have offered a little less, but I took the sell-off clause off and decreased it by 100,000, so I wasn't sure if they would take any less than that. Okay, right now he gets paid 1.6, so we'll give him 2,000. So we'll take that. He's cool with that. Okay. So he does get a few worse at center mid, but I'm thinking either I play him at center mid, a few worse, or I play with a little like hybrid formation with a center mid and a cam. It might be unorthodox, but I don't know if I want to change his position to make his overall go down. So this might be the best bet. So we have about 4.5 mil to work with in the bank. So we could get 2 players, or we could get 1 good player. So we did just sign Zidane's son, so I was thinking we could sign Zidane's other son, Luka to Zidane, but that would be pretty much our whole entire budget. So we would not be able to sign another winger. Or we could sign a cheaper option that's younger, could get better. And then we could sign an winger outside mid. So like Gabri Martinez here, he's only worth 2.6. So we could get him and then a young goalkeeper. That'd be pretty much the rest of our budget. Or we could forget about signing a goalkeeper this season, sign one in the summer, and just go for a starting winger. Because we don't need a goalkeeper right this second, because we got that deal with our starting left back to get that 40-year-old goalkeeper. I could go for Brennan Johnson, go for this guy, Kaminsky, could go for Latif Blessing. I know he doesn't say he can play wing, but I'm pretty sure that he, based off his stats, he would get better at wing. He's fast, It's agility, good dribbling, ball control. And that would leave me, if I got him on his value, that would leave me some left over. I say let's go for Brennan Johnson. Okay, so actually I'm going to wait until after this next game. I'm going to give some breathing room between signings. So we are actually 2 points off of first. We're tied with SM Sane or Kane or however you say it with 40 points. So 14th, this is a must win, I say. And it is. Gory with another goal and Alfarella. And Alfarella, I'm realizing, is our third string striker. Okay, so now we'll go in, we'll sign Brennan Johnson. Actually, before we do this, let's see what position Nottingham Forest is in the league. They're in 11th. Okay. So fair. I said it's a fair transfer. They take bang on his value. Sounds good to me. This is going to be interesting because he makes a lot more than my players do. Okay, and he will take a lower wage. Oh, we don't have that because he wants the goals. Okay. So how about we remove that bonus? We give him 15. 16. Okay. Sounds good with me. So this is how our team is looking now. We got almost all 70s. DeMonte's 2 off of 70, and Campanini is a 69. Looking pretty good. Going into Ligue 1, we are going to have to make some signings in the summer probably. But I think some of these players will get better before next season, definitely. I am realizing we did not sign Gory, but that is okay. He is 25. Johnson's 20, and he's 1 better. So it is what it is. If we somehow make that money back, if they like offer for someone and we get enough to sign him, then we will. But for now, he is on loan until the end of the season. So we have gotten a transfer offer for Arab. We could sell him and then sign Gory. We'd have some money left over, actually. But he's younger. I think he'll get better than Gory. He's only 3 overall less than Gory, so I don't think I'm going to sell him. So this team's in 9th place. We'll go ahead and send this game also. For Brennan Johnson, his debut. It'll be a 3-0 win. That's pretty nice. And Brennan Johnson got the first goal on his debut. So we got SM Kane in the round of 32 of the French Cup. Then I'll just send this one, and then maybe next round I'll play. We'll see who I play. If it's just another League 2 team, then probably not. And we win 2-0. Brennan Johnson with another goal. And Diaby Fadiga. Okay, so we are getting an offer for our backup winger. It would be enough to sign Gory. It might just be what I do. Gory's 2 years older, 3 overall better, and he is putting up numbers for us at the moment. I think I will accept the offer. I'm going to go ahead and get as much as I can for him. Let's see how much I can get for him. If I can straight get 2 mil for him, then I will definitely let him go. Okay. Let's go with 1.9. Let's see what they say. Still at 1.6. Okay. If they accept 1.8, they can take him. Okay. All right. Guess Gory's leaving. And with an hour left on transfer deadline day, we have sold Ndiaye, and Conte is left for free, and we've spent 11.2 mil on Bernabé, Becca, Zidane, and Brennan Johnson. So hopefully it does enough for us to possibly win the league, at least get promotion. We are in first at the moment. And our 40-year-old goalkeeper, he is on the Player of the Month shortlist, so that's cool. There we go. And then next in the cup, we play Lyon, so I'll probably play that game. So most of these games this month will be Sims, most likely. Depends on how the table arranges itself, but whoever is in the top 5, I will play against. And then I will be playing against Lyon. So now that January's over, that's the end of that episode. See y'all next episode.